Oh my goodness. I cannot even express how relieved I am to see a 10-wheeler with a passenger train right here, right now, with this job in my hand. I genuinely can't believe it. You guys saw how the last episode ended. If you didn't, you should watch the end of it because it was a little heartbreaking. But yes, here we are as sunset is coming down back on the ES&DT, whatever we're naming the save. I guess it's technically the ES&DT today in Derail Valley, right where we were before the save corrupted. Oh my god, guys. I genuinely can't believe that this worked. So, what's up, guys? This is Heis. And yes, we've still got a little bit of a ways to go to get this train to City Southwest. Unfortunately, the run from the harbor up to where we are at this junction here, right outside of City Southwest, will forever be lost to a crashed computer. But what I thought was also lost was my save file, because the save file corrupted has been saved. And it's been saved thanks to one person, a member of the Heiscord, who gave me a suggestion that worked for them, and I can't believe that it worked. Special shout out to user Jeremy12321, who saw my issue with the save and said that he had fixed a corrupted save in this way, and it worked. I tried a couple of the other things that commenters suggested. Thank you guys so much for all of the lovely suggestions and the help. And of course I want to keep making Derail Valley content. I love this game. And thankfully, as you may be able to gather by when I press left alt and it says online players, hopefully there's some more to come on that front in the near future here. But yeah, he suggested opening up the save files that are in app data with a with Notepad++, a program that can read all the data in there, and finding what was broken and then replacing the broken stuff with a fresh saves information in the same files. And when he had to do it, it reset his current jobs and everything. And so I got super lucky that I actually got dumped right where I was. I only had one file corrupted instead of two, I guess. And here we are about to pull in and make a slew of cash at City Southwest. I'm just absolutely speechless that it worked. It took a little bit of computer programming know-how, not much, but just enough to get it done. But the fact that we're here, we're gonna get this train put away and then maybe start another one, because Lord, otherwise this is gonna be a 5-minute long episode. It's gonna be fun. All right, let's line ourselves into the yard and hope that we don't go off super crazy. And we'll march it into the station here, turn in the job, and go from there. We might have the money to do the, oh, we should. We should have the money to do the military jobs after this. Oh my god. That is fantastic. And B6 is our station, and it's off to the right there. Alright, well, let's dunk that switch. Roll into the station here. Try to make a somewhat cinematic entrance here. Decent set on the train. Cinematic entrance, meaning deadly entrance here. Just walk it in to the end of track. Come on. Come on. Come on. Doof. Chef's kiss, ladies and gents. Not quite perfect, but we'll take it. A very happy whistle after a very, very sad, almost very sad realization. What a fun thing, ladies and gents. I was so frustrated knowing that all of my hard work was down the toilet, and thanks to Jeremy, it's just back. It's just been fixed. And he was the only person I saw that that mentioned that this was a possibility. So, goodness, if anyone has any issues with corrupted saves in Deer Valley, you know, in the future, let me know. Shoot me a message either on Discord or check my Discord, because now we kind of know how to do it. I don't know if it'll fix every corrupted save, but it'll give you a bastion of hope when I at least had none. So let's turn this job in. 57 minutes plus a week. 141 grand. All right, so we've got $477,000. We can pay off our fees on the engine. Yeah, I know we can manually service it, but we're a little cash flush right now. Come on. Yes. Let me insert it. There we go. Yep, mm-hmm. No fees. Okay. There are no bills, there are no fees. Military 3. There it is. Do we finish it out? Do we finish it out right here, viewers? I really hope that the multiplayer mod works. That's what I was talking about. If we finish the career playthrough, we won't have to finish it, but we're gonna buy the license. There we go. We've done the thing. We were so close, and it was taken from us, but we managed to get through it, and we now have all the licenses for the first time since Simulator came out, and it took it took a good 13, 14 months. Now we can do these. We could do a logistical haul, but unlocking Military 3 tells me that I want to go there, so we're gonna go see what we can go. We're gonna go see what we can do. It would be raining at the freaking harbor. Thunderstorming even. Auspicious, given the given the developments we've had here. And the thunder rain, it came when they knew that ICE had access to transport bombs and tanks and things. Goodness. I mean, it's really been the biggest deal to me that this got fixed. I am screwing up the order of operations on the pumpy thing here. There we go. Oh, hang on, we don't want to go that way. Okay. And Jeremy, I don't know if you've seen or not, because I haven't seen a reaction from you, at least at this point in time when I'm filming this, but I made you an ES&D Train Master in the server for your contributions. It is dark over here. Welcome to the horror game that is Deer Valley. Hopefully they'll give us something good to run. Looks like we got a couple DH4s, a DM3, and a steam engine of some variety. Go get this thing parked out kind of by the military depot. The weapons depot. Which I guess would be over there. I probably shouldn't have gone on this line, whatever. We'll go see what jobs they have and see about running something. Shunting. Big shunting. Holy crap, the payoff on that is great. Unload. Oh, but it has 3 military 3. Classified. Okay. Got 200 grand of shunting. Deliver spent nuclear fuel. That could be a meme. Or deliver military supplies. Well, there's none of this is technically splody. And now it's like the money rains from the sky. We really did some of these licenses out of order. I don't know. I think we want to shunt. We haven't run to the military base in a while. Let's run to the military base. 609 tons. Which train's that gonna be? Maybe we should sleep. Is there a bench in this office? Can I sleep in this office? No, of course not. Okay, fine. Fine. I will put myself over to the other station and I will sleep. And then we will reconvene when it's better for filming. All right, well, we'll just leave that there and it'll not cause any problems, I'm sure. We'll get the steam engine fired up now that it's sunny out, and we'll tug that stuff up the hill. What do we have? A Burke. No, it's just a bog standard 2A2. Well, that's kind of boring. Speedy boy, why not? It ought to be fine for it, right? 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 Probably? I don't know. It's only 600 tons. It should be good for it. Technically, I think I could use the DH4s for it, but we're having fun here, folks. And I'm really, really hoping after I film this episode, I'm gonna check with a friend of mine and channel member of the channel. Try and see if we can get the multiplayer mod to work, and get me set up to host it, so that maybe, just maybe, I can play some train video games with my buddy Khan again, because I missed that. I was so happy to go to his wedding, but I missed playing video games with him. He's much more into the vehicles themselves than the railroad as a whole, so Railroader's not really his thing, which I think is pretty understandable. Definitely appeals to us train people, but a car guy that wants to just nerd out about the locomotives and the engines makes sense. It's not really his cup of tea. Okay, well, let's see. So we got to run from here to the military base, which is up there. So do you run out that way, up that side, and then through that? Or do you go... That's such a longer route to go that way. Yeah, I guess we run out the harbor, go in the other way, so we'll want to spin the engine real quick. Good God. Chillax. Gently now, choo-choo. Are all my lamps... I probably left all my lamps on the... Well, I have one. Probably left the rest of my lamps on the 460 at City Southwest. It's fine. It's fine. Don't need them. Makes me... Every time it makes me think of the Gus Johnson YouTube video about the shotguns. I've seen you put like 34 rounds through that shotgun. Don't need them. Every time. It's one of those stupid things that your brain does. It's like, this is not the context in which that quote is from, but my brain is thinking of that quote. The other one being from a YouTube haiku. Every time I say it, we've got places to be. It's coming from a YouTube haiku from the that subreddit, which used to be so glorious many moons ago. And it's a guy driving his car, and there's like a bazillion thousand school kids crossing the road in front of him. And he just screams, "You effing kids! I've got places to be!" And every time I'm like, "We got places to be," that's playing in my head. Welcome to the brain of somebody with ADHD. It's fine. It's all quotes. It's all movie quotes. It's all GIFs. All of it. The whole time. Okay. I slept, but I didn't leave the place, so I assume this job is still a thing. I guess as we pass the office, I'll go try and put it in. Doesn't really make a difference. It's 84-minute time bonus. So, see what we can do. Water's looking pretty good. Fire's pretty chill. Should be good enough to pull this tonnage with this little thing. Little big thing. I mean, the drivers are gigantic on it. It looks supremely silly. But it's gonna be quite fun. Alright, let's go run ahead of it and try and turn the job in, see if we can line ourselves into the track. Tunk. Yep, on the B5. Okay, we go to the B4. Easy. Which one's the B5? Slightly to the left. Okay. Switch. We want that one. The scary looking ones. All right. Hop in up here, get this back rolling a little bit. Even if with it being daytime, I'd like to have a lamp in here just to see what the hell's going on. Not there though, apparently. Okay, let's not like bang into anything crazily. On our first, military has 3. This is like you go to the Thai restaurant and you order 5-alarm spicy. I need the nuke mod again, though. This is the 5-alarm spicy, but it just comes with a really big bill if you break it. It doesn't like... There's no consequences for breaking it. It doesn't blow up the entire continent. Let's work this thing to a stop here. More or less. No, not like that. Hitboxes. How do they work? Turn the sand off. That's pretty decent speed. Got him. Bang. Tie it in. We emit nuclide? That one. Particles? No. Oh, and the brakes on the other end. Of course it is. All right. Now, of course, we need the some thumbnail action. Gotta get the fodder. Gotta give Tom as many options as physically possible. Wings and strings. The they, the myth, the legend. Or just zoom in on the ES&D. And the hazmat. I think that might be the winner. Anyway, we'll see. Anyway, there's a bunch of kids in the way, and we've got places to be. So, coal hole, 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 coal hole. That's probably good. All right, sweetheart, let's go. Doomph. Oh, quarter slip. Cute, cute, cute. All right. Come on. There we go. Did it slip instantaneously when I closed the cylinder cocks? I don't think so. Get a little water. Shut it up. We overfired it a little bit. It's fine. It is cleaning up a smidge as we get into it. It's fine. All right. It's not often we run the other way out of the harbor. Oh, no. I cannot turn the sand off. In case you were wondering. Water sight glass is full. We'll shut it off. This fire is just pissed. I'm trying to use the steam too. We're not probably running a route that the 440 is really going to be great at, but... Oh, crap. Especially not when it's just the line into the shop. Oh, hi! Hi, companion handcar. I didn't even plan for this. Oh, we've retrieved him yet for another episode? Yes. Shut up, Wheels. There's no consequences anymore. You should fear me now. There's no licenses we need to buy. It's free range now, man. Let's line these through the straight here. All the way through. There we go. That should be good. Rest of them should be converging. Can we get this thing scooting through the yard? Might be too much tonnage. God, the yard tracks are so drunken and weaving. Just up, down, all around. You're probably not supposed to navigate them at this speed, but that's alright. Oh. 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 I was wondering what that sound was. And we left some cinders behind. Sorry, John Doe. Sorry, John Doe. Sorry, not sorry. Are any of our cars damaged? No, those are good. Those are good. Those are good. Yeah, okay, well, we got off scot-free. But the 440 set the entire harbor on fire. We're just gonna keep going. Me and the companion handcar won't rat me out to John Doe, will he? Shut the water off here. Oh look, now the pressure's come back into some amount of sanity. Okay, now we need more fire. Come on. Drown the boiler because we were staring at our own stupidity. There we go. Wide open. 440 may have been a poor choice for this. I was like, Speedy Boy. More exciting. Perhaps not. How about not Speedy Boy? It's like, did it start wheel slipping? And it's like, oh no, it's just now got a zillion drivers that are itty bitty. There we go. Much more better. It's quite a different look looking at those little things, isn't it? Did Styric update it to have the valve gear more gooder? I don't know if he did or not. Turns out this is just a relatively heavy train. Can I get away without sand? Not wide open, I can't. Which seems pretty reasonable, if I'm honest. That's 2.3% grade. That's pretty stout. So yeah, I mean, the adjusted tonnage on a train like this. That's something that Degrau Valley doesn't really get into too much, that I kind of wish we had better numbers on. It'd be interesting to get into. Because every railroad that ran out there back in the day, they built their alignments and then they knew what kind of trains they had. And then they, wow, all the smoke effects going through the tunnel is funny looking. They knew what kind of trains they were running over what subdivisions that they had made. Because they'd built the track and they knew every piece of grade it had. They would come up with a tonnage rating per locomotive, per gradient that it was going to run on. And so they knew exactly what each kind of locomotive was good for, how many tons up what certain grade, and they would do the math and figure it out. And the math is relatively simple. I've talked about it in videos before to do a rough estimate. I mean, if you want to get into a true crazy sim of what goes on, there's a ton of components that go into it that you wouldn't even think about it. Like temperature, ambient temperature matters. With plane bearings, at least. Because the friction of a plane bearing is a lot less when it's hot than when it's cold. So technically a hot box can actually help right up until it doesn't. But there's a lot of factors that go into that sort of thing, but the railroads just used the generalized rules and then applied factors to it to make things work. One interesting thing that the world famous Jeff Taylor and I talked about a number of different times. Very recently, we're studying the Rio Grande C-18 as Jeff was finding parts that were scattered around the museum that had been taken off of the 318 and forgotten about across decades of it being taken apart. It's now basically back together and cosmetically restored, but there's some pieces that we still want to put back on that we've discovered that were appropriate for one era, another, etc. We discovered that all of the C-18s of the 5 that the Rio Grande had, 315 through 319, only 315 was truly a C-18. The rest of them had less power because they ran on less pressure. They only ever upgraded the 315 and deemed it not worthy of the expense to do to the rest. But even so, the C-18s were rated, all of them, at a higher tractive rating in tonnage over certain subdivisions on the railroad than the C-19s, which are more powerful. All of them are more powerful. They all had the same tractive effort rating that was actually 19 versus what 318 basically had was basically like a C-16, 16,000 pounds instead of 18,000. But the railroad had put a big asterisk on what the C-19s could do because their main rod was so short compared to the up and down it would do, or the front back it would do. It did so much up down that the locomotive became unstable and wouldn't hold grip quite as well. And so they changed the tonnage ratings and artificially lowered them. Where's my water? It's fine, right? It's fine, right? It's fine, right? It's fine. When did the water get so low? We had a full glass. We had a full glass. I'm just gonna do this real quick. Go away. Go away and get some water, buddy, okay? You're a little too drunk. Is it fine? I wasn't sure if I was hearing the spicy crinklies amidst my monologue or not. Oh, there's water. Okay. Well, we did that for nothing. It's fine. It's fine. Oh, sorry. Bye, buddy. We were about to nuke our friend the handcar. But yeah, the Rio Grande artificially changed the tonnage ratings because the crazy waddling that those engines would do. So they adjusted things, and it was even less than the C-18s, which were artificially quite a bit less, which kind of shows the usage case for why they liked the C-18s so much in some cases. So kind of looks so silly with 12 drivers. We'll go back onto those cars and go from there. Now that crisis hath been averted. Was there like a short downhill section in there or something? I really don't know how we lost that much water that fast, but time flies and so does water when you're having fun, I guess. Set them up and release them, set them up and release them. Still got a couple cars to go, but we don't really want to bang these guys too hard. Guess we'll just let it roll. Wheels. Been staring at a lot of wheels recently. I don't know if any of you guys watch the Montezuma Mondays or not. I'm sure you do. I know that there's some super fans of the channel that watch everything. There's some people who do just the video game stuff, and some people who do just the real life stuff, and it's a fun mix. But if you don't watch the Montezuma Mondays, our recent quandary has been about wheels and frames on locomotives, and it's been quite the interesting predicament we've been having, because we're designing a steam locomotive. The Montezuma was built in 1871 with the intent of building it again. So we'll see if we can get there. I bet we can. It's just a really big live steam engine. There we go. Air is tied back in. Those guys will undump shortly. Get this thing aimed up track. You won't slip. I know you won't. No way. Ain't no way, ain't no how. It's probably gonna slip. Yep, there it is. There we go. All right, back underway. Back to our regularly scheduled programming. Let's get the fire nice and warm. Carry on like nothing happened. Set more countryside on fire. I don't think we've passed HV yet, have we? Is that what's up there? Well, we definitely haven't gotten past that switch. So I don't think we're near the HV yet. Unless it's like right before that tunnel portal. Which, oh yes it is, there it is. One of the channel viewers, oh god, sorry Handcar, we're gonna say hi real fast. Didn't even make a sound. We just got him. Go get him, bud! I hate we keep meeting like this, it's fine. One of the channel viewers has suggested a number of times that I take an 060 out with a regional passenger, and I think that'd be quite a load of fun. But I wanted to get the big monies done. And we'll see about doing that sort of stuff in the future here. Hopefully multiplayer is soon to come. I know I've alluded to it. The friends of mine, Sean J Animations, member of the channel, giving him at least one shout out now on video, and then one on stream as well. I guess now 2 on videos, but he's been trying it, says it's really good, so we're gonna be giving it a go here in a little bit, and seeing if it works. And if it works well enough to film with, I'm really hopeful that I can get Khan to come play again. He said he would, so I think it's gonna be really fun. Oh, that's where the castle is. It's up there. How about that? Coming up on that switch. Just douse the boiler with some more water, because the fire's all kinds of happy. Did say we could be doing 80. This thing's far from a speed demon, but that ought to be enough. Oh, we got one more bridge to go over first. Big 12-drivered thing, come on. Watch that little eccentric rod dance. Let's go, train, go. 60 right there. We're basically doing 60, a skosh more. Give it a little break. Listen to the sound. It's slowly decreasing in pitch, very slowly. Which is very nice, that's exactly what we want. Falling off the train is not exactly what we want. Line to the right, and to the right it's a 60 as well, and now we're doing a little bit less than 60, so give it a wee little pull on the throttle. Coal goes in the hole. Into the tunnel we go. We got a tunnel or two to go before we end up getting above goods factory. And after all that madness, then sneak past on the High Line and go from there. Light working going on it. Pressure's good, water's good. Speed's fine. Oh yeah, we still got a ways to go before we get to the goods factory. Speed's fine. I said speed's fine. Speed's maybe a skosh high. And that's a 70, but it goes into a 50 basically. But we're doing bang on 50, so we'll keep her chugging. There's the 50. Shut it down nice and easy. Just a little bit. It's probably for this curve up here. God. It's remarkable how much they captured the vibe of railroading in the Balkans. You have to go see the trains there, everyone. You really do. And I understand why they felt so compelled to make a game. What a cool thing. Taking a quick set, just giving it a release. Letting the weight carry us through this 4 corner here. I wish I was driving at the time when I was seeing the stuff that made me really think of Derail Valley in Bosnia, but it really is just wonderful. And some of the Derail Valley devs messaged me after I did the video with the Kriegslok in Bosnia. And it turned out that one of them had run one of those engines as well and had a similar experience and knew it all from developing their game, which was it was a pretty special treat. It's pretty cool. So great to bond with fellow Steam enthusiasts across the globe. Alright, this is the long, snaky tunnel. You can tell that by the way that it is. And now we've got an 80. Okay, speed, beans, full send. Well, mostly full send. Full send now. We're up to full send. God, I've got it wide open with no sand. And the pressure has become dead. Okay. Yeah, this thing does not want to accelerate that much with this. That's alright. We are turning... So I say with the GTO, we're turning gasoline into noise. We're turning coal into noise at the moment. Coming up on the 70. Yeah, wide open is not ideal for steam generation surviving. And there's the goods factory. Some boys down there. Wave hello. Hello, boys. I love this little spot of the game. It's cool. Could still be going 70 around this, right? 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 I didn't see a speed. Oh, there was a speed sign there, but... And there's GFO. And there's a 70 again. Alright. Just keep the coal going in the hole, boys. Oh god, we hit that grade like a ton of bricks. The speed just disappeared. Oh, well, the train knew why. Got that 50 coming up. Just center the reverse real quick. Okay. Just dial it in until the speed comes back a smidge. We've passed the goods factory and GFO, so we're gonna go right at the junction, then left, left, left. And we're hanging on at about 45, and that's about as fast as I'd like to take a gigantically drivered locomotive through this. Not gigantic in size, gigantic in number. Yeah, and it seems to be hunting pretty good. The real 412-2s were pretty limited in where they could run. Though they did run the 9000 to Pomona under its own power from what I've heard. Okay, water has become a problem, so we're gonna get that start to come back. We'll hook it up a smidge more. Seems like speed's not the biggest concern at the moment. Pressure seems pretty stable. See if we can't get another sexy thumbnail shot here. What? I forgot he had the handcar! Yes, with the companion handcar. Here we go. We got nukes and a companion handcar. Keep that fire just absolutely stoked. Water's good now. Let's see. Where's the junction? It's up there somewhere. I want to say it's before that hill the other track goes. Yeah, you can see it. And we're aligned left. This is the one right we gotta go. God, you can throw that switch from here if you can click on it. Oh, I got it. But we're aligned to the right. And that's the way we're going because we're coming up. It's this guy right here. Shoop. Sneak past them. It's clean living. Be doing 50 right now. Chill. Chill, please. Thank you. Going over the points. Still more grade, still more climb. Now that the day's kind of dried out a bit, it's slipping less on me. Not quite 50 yet, so. Found the sinkhole, hope it doesn't swallow me. We can do a 70, but it's a 2% grade. Catch the slip with sand like naughty people. Which if you're uninitiated, if you catch a slip with sand on a steam engine, you can break stuff severely because it'll grab really hard. You want to shut off, get the wheels to the appropriate track speed first, then hit the sand and reapply traction. I've heard of cracked driver centers happening that way. And not in the olden times, like in the modern day. Which, yeah, that's a pretty involved repair, so you don't want to be the one to do one of those. Not that it matters much in the game, but you click a button and your stuff's maintained in the game. And that's the beauty of the game. It's not a digital job. This thing's just working nice across this hill here. Water's coming down, so I'm gonna trade a little cutoff for a little water. It'll also save a little sand. Because I know when we level off, that water level is going to become a problem very quick. Got to be ahead of the curve on all these steam engine things. Always got to be 2 steps ahead of it. Can run 90 now to the left, which I don't think we'll do. Barely doing 40. I'd like to see more water in it too. Because yeah, now we're going to be on a 1.6. And our water's basically at the top of the glass, which means with the exaggerated scale of water in Derail Valley, it'll probably level out close to the bottom of the glass when we get on the level. And there is a downhill into the military base, so keep this thing just absolutely pissed off. What's our next switch? What's our next switch? Gotta see. It's coming up for the iron ore mine. I'm not sure where. It must be in there somewhere. Yes, there it is. Looks like it's lined left. Should be fine. Yep, line left, and we could be doing 50 to the left, which I think that's basically what we're doing. Now we're doing 40. Alright, we'll shut the water off, let the pressure recover a smidgen. 15, it tips down real bad right now. Okay, well, let's see what the water does. Okay, well, it didn't come all the way down to the bottom of the glass, but it did come down a fair bit. And we will set up a little air. That's a 4. Set up some more air. Wow, the fire's really mad. Wonder why. Kick that brake off. The handcar didn't get too far out ahead of us. If we successfully get the, if we successfully get this whole train to the military base with the handcar, I'm gonna giggle all the way to the bank, man. Sounds like we're still slightly increasing in speed based on the sounds. Oh, I think our tender's out of water. We did work our tender out of water. I don't know if there's a standpipe at the military base, but I don't know how much I care either. Also, apparently I don't need to care about the downhills in the handcar because it's just sticking right with us. Even though we got a brake set on. And we should have more of a brake set on. I saw the junction sign. It was a while ago now. The junction's still up there. Goodness me. Gonna reset that real quick. Okay. Gotta reset. We'll get back into it. We are aligned into the military base. It's not often we take the other path here. If you've made it all the way up here, like, why would you go the other way anyway? The way the map's set up, it's like, what are you doing taking this extraneous route otherwise? So, unless you had to take a regional train there to the HN. Alright, well, we're making our way into the military base. Will be our first HAZ 3 Military 3 job. It goes to the B4 inbound. HAZ 3 Military 3, we've unlocked all the licenses. There's nowhere left but down to go. As the fog starts to roll in. Oh, that's a steep grade coming in here. Pretty good amount of brakes on this thing. Of course, it's too much brake. It's alright. We'll just kick our handcar buddy. Companion handcar. Are you gonna stop? Are you for real? Come on. Chill. Which track is it again? B5? B4. Oh, the one we're lined for. The center one. That is helpful. We'll just wander in, say hi to the companion handcar, turn in the job, call her a day, ladies and gents, but this won't be the end of this career playthrough. We'll see what we can do in multiplayer, and that might dominate for a bit, but this playthrough is not done until we do a logistical job. Yes, we got the license, but we haven't run one yet. When will we run one? That's for it's for time to tell. Who knows? Oh, there is a standpipe at the military base. You'd love to see it. The military doesn't want train to go kaboom. Put a brake on that guy real quick. Jump back up to the front. Dump the air, I guess, because it's not stopping. All right, and now we will handcar our way back, I suppose. Why not? Do a little T&G action. There we go. Get to the front of the base real nice and quick. Thank you for your services, comrade. Let's turn this puppy in. Wrong one. Kabang. 35 minutes. 400 grand. We got enough money to pay for the license again. We got so much money. John Doe ain't got crap on us right now. Hey, look, there's some logistical hauls that we could do, but not today. Not to now. Anyways, guys, again, huge shout out to Jeremy12321. Thank you so much. You've saved my save. You saved the career. Literally, on the penultimate episode, it failed. And I was so sad, but you've saved it. And we got to finish things out, at least license-wise. But again, gotta do that logistical haul. But maybe next week we'll be playing multiplayer. I don't know. Anyways, guys, thanks so much for watching, as always.